I told my friend Stone I'm gonna do a podcast with you, and then he's like, bro, that New England Reptile video where they're saying people should go to jail, they're talking about the guy that you're about to do a podcast with and Gatorpool Gators.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to talk about Gatorpool Gators in that video. You know, the one that you're commenting on right now, but you've never watched. But I am stoked to find out that you're a fan of theirs.
Gatorpool Gators.
I love Gatorpool Gators. Blitz in the cut.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a really cool video.
When they make like a reaction video or some stupid thing to this podcast, me saying all this stuff, don't expect me to do a reply video. I'm not giving them my clout. I'm not giving them any of that stuff. I'll keep posting like it never even happened.
Chandler, I am perfectly aware that you don't have the spine to respond to this video. I'm sure you don't want your community to know the kind of content that you actually endorse and find acceptable. And Chandler, stop acting like you're the biggest thing in the reptile community. Your channel peaked 3 years ago, and you haven't gotten anywhere near those numbers since, so suck my butt.
All right, so I didn't watch the video, but my friend Stone told me that Nerd made a video about you, and they're being mean to you because they bullied me on YouTube before, but I haven't acknowledged it because I don't want to give them clout or anything like that because I know that's what they're baiting me for.
I would never expect you to watch our content, but the fact your friend Stone forewarned you and told you that Derek's Reptiles was in one of our videos regarding animal abuse that we literally just posted should have raised a couple red flags for you.
I do have some videos where I'm feeding my corn snake, I'm feeding my king snake, and Kevin doesn't like live feeding. So he pretty much was like, I did Derek's podcast, but him. He's a live feeder in so many words.
Okay, all right. Yes, but
oh, charming.
It's if you're torturing the mouse before you give it to the animal, yeah, that's not nice. I'm sure you're not doing that, but
let's do a little recap into why we featured Derek's Reptiles and why every YouTuber that did an interview with him regrets it now. Except you, of course. You love doing this interview. It was like everything to you.
But if you're filming a live feeding and you're titling it, Mouse gets murdered, constricted and squeezed to death till his eyeballs pop out of his head, if you put that as a title, you're a psycho and you shouldn't be doing live feedings.
Just in case any of you guys think we're going way too hard on Derek's Reptiles, just remember something. Derek started to private and delete videos when he started losing sponsorships. Check out his really cool viewing habits. One of Derek's favorite videos is this 20-minute long video of 3 baby snapping turtles slowly peeling the skin off this adult mouse till it died.
There's no way in hell that New England Reptiles has never fed a live rodent to any of their animals. That's bullshit.
What does this guy think they eat in the wild, though?
I am not for public live feeding to celebrate the death and suffering of feeder animals or other reptiles or chicks or bunny rabbits at the hands of our pets. To showcase this in a way looking sadistic and cruel, that is not a good look for our industry. I don't want to be any part of it. I strongly suggest other keepers would do the same thing. It's a very rational thought. We have to show that we're actually animal lovers. We don't keep reptiles because we love to watch rodents die at the hands of our snakes. I do feed live rodents various different times in my building. I've always done that. There's snakes for many, many different reasons. I have very good respect for these animals. I value them. I love rats. I love mice. I pretty much love all animals. I'm not saying, I'm against live feeding. What I'm saying is there's a way to do it, but doing it publicly to horrify other people that don't understand what we're doing is, it's really pointless.
I've been quiet about this for 3 years. They bashed me. They bashed me when they introduced their white king cobra Lilith. Like, they started it with bashing my name, and I'm like, dude, they said that Tyler Nolan is only friends with me because I have a king cobra in their intro to introducing Lilith.
Now here's the thing. I don't recall saying anything negative about Chandler's wildlife. In fact, what I remember was trying to convince Kevin through a video that we should film our venomous collection more by highlighting Chandler's success with his king cobras. Let's find that video. Are you sick and tired of watching Jeremy teach you about ball pythons? Good, because we're going to be talking about king cobras today and how they can make your slow YouTube channel grow quite quickly. Buy king cobra, give it baths, and people will watch your videos. Maybe there's some more complicated behind the scenes issues, but from what I could see,
if you get a king cobra, people will come and Tyler Nolan will be your best friend.
That was me talking to Kevin through our videos, using you as an example as to why we should make venomous content. This misconception that I said that Tyler's only your friend because you have cobras, that's insane. I would never say that. This is me talking to Kevin through a video saying, hey, Tyler Nolan also has king cobras, man. Maybe you can become better friends over that. And at the end of the day, I said these words, not Kevin. Kevin had nothing to do with this.
I told my friend Stone I'm going to do a podcast with you. And then he's like, bro, that New England Reptile video where they're saying people should go to jail, they're talking about the guy that you're about to do a podcast with and Gatorpool Gators.
We didn't actually talk about Gatorpool Gators. We just showed one of his clips in the background, but we can. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to put you through that again.
I love Gatorpool Gators. Blitz in the cut. Dude, Gatorpool Gators. He's been keeping crocodilians for like 10 plus years, dude, and he has live rats and bunnies or whatever that he would throw to his animals. Dude, some of these animals need to eat that stuff.
You know, we aren't upset with this man's care of his crocodilians or the diet they're being fed. It's clearly the manner in which he's feeding them and putting them on YouTube. So if you're so comfortable with this type of content, why is it you've never fed anything alive to a crocodilian on your channel? Because you're brand conscious.
They pretend to be cool with Brian, they pretend to be cool with everyone, and then they say sideways shit in the next video they post about those people. That's wrong. You're using people for clout.
Chandler is 10 out of 10 upsetty spaghetti. And I find it very hard to believe that all of his hatred towards us is because of a 30-second clip I made 3 years ago. Didn't we have like a weird controversy with a bunch of Florida YouTubers where they were like, I don't know, using snakes as props and then killing them for views? Something like that. I actually remember Chandler being pretty upset about that video, and let's discuss why. About a year ago, Florida made an open season on invasive species such as iguanas and Burmese pythons. So of course, content creators jumped at this very special opportunity to do this for YouTube. As these creators soon realized, pulling these species off the side of the road became quite boring, and they started to get a little bit more creative. Meet Catch 'em All Fishing and Jacob Fetter, both enormous content creators in Florida and both friends with Chandler's Wildlife. So after countless hours of matching patterns on the snakes' bodies, we matched several of these snakes in different creators' videos. What they would do is they would find the snake in the wild, then they would place it in a storm drain and act like it was living there the entire time. But it gets much darker than that. We started searching throughout Python Hunters' Instagram accounts, matching dates, then matching scale patterns, ultimately finding out that all of these snakes were found somewhere and then transported to these YouTubers to make content. And they were all killed with arrows or spears, which isn't a fast and painless death. And let's not forget about all the cool things Catch 'em All Fishing did to iguanas.
Or maybe he's getting scolded.
No, it's not that hot.
Yeah, downplay the fact that you just boiled that iguana. Watching all these clips again, it makes me wonder, what do these guys do off camera?
We have to come together to talk about what's going on right now in the country. We're trying to make it illegal for us to transport any kind of animal that's not a domesticated dog or cat or agricultural cow or horse or donkey.
So obviously you're aware of what's going on in Florida right now, Chandler, yet you support all of these content creators that are just faking content and making snakes look terrible in your state.
The leader, Kevin, guess what? He sent me a message that was super condescending, like, I don't know why you're not friends with me, blah, blah, blah.
I've tried to reach out to Chandler multiple times. I also talked to my buddy Dingo, and I said, hey Dingo, I know you and Chandler are buddies. Can you create an introduction? So Dingo said, sure. And Dingo told me, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. So after that, I sent an Instagram message to Chandler and said, hey, I understand you're upset with me. I don't know why, but I understand you're very much into conservation. I'm very much into conservation. A little later on, we know Dinkelman lost his channel on YouTube for a bit, so I campaigned. I reached out to Tyler Nolan. Tyler immediately responded to me. I reached out to Chandler and said, look, I know you have a problem with me or you have problems with me, but set aside that, I need your help to help Dingo. You know, I need these people's help to spread the word. So we needed a lot of activity in a short period of time to save his content. I was ignored.
Like, oh, why aren't we friends? I don't know why you're mad at me, why we can't be friends. And then bringing up Dingo, like, hey, I'm helping Dingo. Why aren't you helping your friend Dingo? Like, you don't even watch my
Wow.
Now, I'm not going to say Chandler did not help out Dingo, but I'm also not going to say he did. So let's take a look.
Dingo Dinkelman, his channel was deleted from YouTube due to copyright issues for his thumbnails. And sadly, his YouTube channel is completely gone. It's deleted. So the only way that he can share content with you guys now is Patreon. So go check out Dingo Dinkelman's Patreon. He's got a family. He's got a badass wildlife park he's trying to build up. And YouTube was like his main source of income. So now for that all to be gone in the snap of some fingers, it's really depressing. It's sad.
But what struck me as more sad was the fact that you have 1.6 million subscribers and you couldn't be bothered to even put him in a thumbnail or a title. Hell, you waited 3 minutes to even talk about it on the first video. And I love how you didn't link his Patreon in your description, but you definitely linked yours. And on that note, you seem to link everyone else's social medias in your descriptions except Dingo for that whole 2-month period. Look at that, Kaufman even got a link. So the next day we dropped our video that actually lit a fire under Johan's ass. So much so that he filed a claim on our video, and he ended up withdrawing all of his copyright strikes because of the public response to this video. A week after Dingo's channel was deleted, you shouted him out again. 20 minutes into the video, you know, while cleaning his green mamas, it must have reminded you or something. No link, of course, and you didn't forget your Patreon. Oh, and when he finally got his channel back, ta-da, you mentioned it at the 9-minute mark while you were cleaning his green mamas again, which is really cool that you keep doing that. And of course, no links. Sadly, as I'm polishing this video, Florida is trying to pass legislation that will destroy the exotic animal hobby for anyone living there. And that being said, yes, Chandler, we have called out several YouTubers from your state. We weren't doing it for the clout. We were trying to protect your rights to keep these exotic animals. And now it's probably too late. You've got some growing up to do, man.
Bro, you're gonna act like your camera guy has been talking shit about me, my friends, about everyone. He's never worked with Venomous. He didn't work at a zoo.